is Andrea Quiroz. I studied international commerce and I am recently working as a consultant in MYBI Consulting. Well, first of all, I decided to take this project because I believe that I have the knowledge and potential that is needed to help your business grow internationally. To me, it means a lot to be a part of your business and to be given the opportunity to show you what I am capable of doing with my work and my knowledge and the studies I've been doing throughout time. Well, first of all, let's talk about demographics and purchasing in the USA. Some of the facts that we have is that the number of Hispanic households have been growing faster than the number of non-Hispanic households in the US. Average spending by Latino households has increased more than average spending by non-Hispanic households. Latino consumers have become the most important driver of growth in a wide variety of consumer expenditure categories. Well, what does this mean? It means that this is very good for the business because every day more and more Mexican businesses have a better opportunity of growing in the US due to the amount of Latinos that live in the country. But even if it wasn't like that and the number of Hispanics and Latinos wasn't big in the US, I think that this particular business would still be successful because women, no matter their ethnicity, love doing their nails and looking pretty. And now moving on to the political system. Well, as we can see in the charts, the highest corrupt is the president, and it doesn't really show that much corruption as we do have here in Mexico. So they're a little concerning, these numbers, but I don't think that it's something we should really worry about. Maybe something we should worry about is that the president doesn't really like Hispanics or Mexicans that much, but I still think we have a good opportunity of having a good success in that country. Now, the economic system. The U.S. has a market economy in which individual procedures and consumers determine the kinds of goods and services produced and their prices. And some of the most important organizations in the U.S. are businesses that produce and bring services to consumers. Well, this is very good news for the business because it is a very popular type of business in pretty much every country. Now, the legal system. The U.S. legal system is based on federal law, augmented by laws enacted by state legislators, and local laws passed by countries and cities. Most rights and freedoms enjoyed by Americans are enriched in the first 10 amendments of the U.S. Constitution, known as the Bill of Rights. Well, the legal system mainly protects American businesses, but as long as we don't really break any laws and give the people a fact to be mad about, we shouldn't have any problems. Now, foreign direct investment in the U.S. Well, Mexico isn't really that big an investor in the U.S. It's actually pretty much the opposite. The U.S. is the one who invests in our country. But some of the bigger investors are the U.K. and Thailand. Now, the currency. The U.S. dollar, well, the popular change is euros and GBP. But for Mexico, we know it's a dollar, it's like 18 pesos or so. Now, culture in the workplace. The dominant style of communication in the U.S. business culture is friendly and to be to the point. Maintaining eye contact while talking is a very important thing, and it is considered good manner to just be happy no matter what you're having troubles with personally, because no one really cares about that business-wise. And you're just expected to be friendly. So basically doing business in the U.S. is pretty easy, you just have to be polite. Now, environmental regulations that we should worry about. Well, the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and the Comprehensive Environmental Response Compensation and Liability Act are some of the main ones because they just want to make sure that businesses don't really pollute or damage the country. So to avoid any complications and legal problems, it is just important to get the permits that are needed and avoid doing the things that look wrong and are wrong in the country. Now, minimum wage. In the U.S., it was established to be $7.25, and some of the countries do higher or lower depending on what they believe in, but I think that if we do go into the US, we should go into Texas, and they have 7.25. Now, the trade policies. One of the most famous agreements known is NAFTA between US, Canada, and Mexico. But with recent political changes, the newest president in the US, Trump, intends to commence negotiations with Canada and Mexico to support higher paying jobs in the US, and he just wants the US economy to grow. Now, this meaning that it is a good idea. It might be a little risky to enter the US market right now because of the beliefs and thoughts that the president has about the country. But I think it is recommended to go into the market because after all, we're helping their economy grow, so we should have no problem there. And when to start? Well, I think we should wait for the things to clear out and be better between the two countries, because we might have some legal problems and stuff if we try to go in right now. Now, to what scale? I believe that the best way is to enter the national market directly, this being because this is a business that is already known to people. People know what it is about, what they expect. Now, entry mode. I think licensing would be the best option, given that this isn't really business that can be done with franchise or exporting. And in terms of alliances, we don't really need to form alliances with anybody. We just need to be smart about our options of suppliers for the product and where to set our location for the business. And in conclusion, all I can say is don't try to rush things, because it's better to just have a good strategy and be safe with it than to just go with it and not know what you're doing or what the outcomes could be. And to always follow the rules and laws, because although it's a pretty lenient country, they are very strict about their laws and what they expect about people. And that's it. Thank you.